my name is Jackson. This is going to be a video looking at a few of my laps from Street Cats Autocross round 2. I didn't have my GoPro for round 1, which I drove my Acura RSX. Round 2 I drove my 2021 WRX. And I'm going to be going over the footage to try and figure out how much better I can do this next time. Now, so the way that autocross works is the track changes every weekend. We do it on Sundays. We get however many runs in the morning, we break for lunch, then we get however many runs in the afternoon. We split into two different groups, Group A and Group B. And I think I had 14 runs this past time. I've been having a hell of a time trying to get the footage from my GoPro onto here, so I'm just going to be looking through 5 laps, writing down some notes, trying to figure out what sort of things I can do to improve for this Sunday, which we have racing. We have racing again this Sunday, so I want to try and see what I can do looking at the footage. Let's look at the best lap first.
Yeah.
So the way that it works is we have a little starting box right here. There's another crate like over here, and once you go through that, the timer starts. We wait for the flag to go.
Yeah.
And then you have at it. So first thing we had for the track was a little right turn here. Now that cone there.
Again, man. Man.
Now that cone shouldn't be down. It was weird that it was right there. It was still in the box, and when I hit it, which if you hit a cone, you get about a second penalty. Second or two, I don't remember what it is. I think it's only one. And I tapped it here, but it still stayed in the box. So if a cone gets hit and it stays within, we place chalk around each of the cones. So if that cone gets knocked over but is still within the chalk border, it doesn't count. So I'm yelling at the guys there that are at the marshalling post. Now this was a really cool part about the track. I'll just let it roll and then I'll kind of talk about what it was. So we have a little right hand curve here, a little straightaway. We come into a box turn. My car didn't like it very much. And then we go around the right of this roundabout. And then we come out into a slalom. And then a right hand sweeper. And then I don't even know if I count that as a slalom, but then we have another tight lefter there, which my car does not like. Another small slalom, and then we come back around. The starting box is right over here, so we basically go through the track again, as you can plainly see. So I go through the box again. You can see the cone wasn't knocked over there. And then we go through the roundabout on the left this time, which is a really, really cool way, I thought, to use space. And then we come out of the roundabout into the stop gate. So here we have a little, you have to stop in the cones. You hit the brakes after you hit the box, and then you come around here and come back into the pits. And then we all line up again, and that's that. So that was my best lap. I'm going to go over the other ones first. They're not like specifically whatever lap it was. I don't know which lap this was, but yeah. Now the reason that it's straight up and down, you can even see it here. I had to mount the GoPro to my helmet. There was nowhere to mount it onto my car. I didn't want to place something sticky on the outside of it. So I stuck it on my helmet, put it straight up, and I think you still get a pretty good view. Sucks it's not sideways, but there's no room on top of my head
Yep.
either. So around this first curve, I wasn't sure if I should be in first or second. I'm going to try and figure that out here, I guess. I think second, I get good boost coming into here. And I figured I needed to brake right when my front tires hit the box, and that seemed to be working. That was pretty quick. Coming into the box turn. My main issue with that was my car slowed down enough where it was just all turbo lags, so I had nothing coming out of those until the turbo started spooling up again. So I hit the brakes. Now this was pretty quick because I still had a lot of momentum going through the curves, so that's one thing that'll add to the notes. On tight, what would you even call that kind of curve? On tight corners, focus on carrying speed through because of turbo lag. Now, turbo lag is kind of like carrying speed through turns is huge. Like it's definitely one of the it is the most important thing with autocross, is just carrying as much speed as you can through it, not braking too much, but obviously braking enough where you're going to be able to carry your speed through. Now I know that's just a regular thing within motorsports, but here, for example, it's going to kill my times, as you can see. So where were we? Yeah, we were just at the box turn. So I hit the brakes, I come around. That was I think that was pretty quick. I think I could have went into this one faster. Cause then you see, like, I kind of get bogged down there. Probably a little more speed into there. And then this turn too, it was the same thing. That was pretty quick, it looks like, compared to all my other ones. And then here. Absolute cone destroyer. My traction control was off for this run. One of the other street cats' dads was there, and he rode with me on one of the runs, and I turned off the traction control because I wanted to see what it could do. Now, we're not allowed drifting or anything. We want to keep under control. We want to keep grip. So normally when I come around that corner, it felt different. I could feel my tires pulling me a little more, especially on the second way through. After after you come out of the starting gate, since you're coming out of first and then shifting in, I think it's slower than coming around this bend up here. So coming out of the starting gate is a lot slower than coming around here with more speed. So yeah, both of them went right under my car. It was hilarious. And then yeah, I could probably go into this a little bit quicker. And then a lot of the time, my car kind of jumps here. Most times I came around that corner, I felt like my grip was kind of... wasn't the best. And then I yelled at my tent over here to my girlfriend and my buddy.
I rocked him, dude.
Oh no, that was Ray. So, yeah, carrying speed through those tight corners is huge. Let's check out lap 3, whatever one this was.
Yep.
Now, obviously the start's pretty big too. I feel like I'm braking too early there. that was pretty quick. I don't know if it was as quick as the last one, but yeah, I found that the WRX worked really, really well. Like all-wheel drive definitely pulled through here. Now that one was slow. That one was definitely slow. So I think I cut it a little too early. Like, yeah, I think I could have turned in a little bit later to that. And this was good coming through here this time. Yeah, that was fast. And then that was slow. So I think here on the box turn, that time I was closer to that side of the cones. Like I want to be on the right here. Like my tires on the side of these cones, which I did here, and it was good. I probably turned in a little too early there now that I'm looking at it, because my tires are kind of turned. I think I could turn into that one a little bit later. And then here. Yeah, I don't think that last turn changed very much for me throughout the day. It was always just like on the exit, I mean. I think entry, like I had a few variations of it, but okay, so I have 3 different laps to look through here, apparently. My GoPro. I need to get an SD card USB, which I'll probably do beforehand so I can look through more of the footage. So I guess we'll look at the best lap.
Yep.
Now there, I feel like I could have been a little tighter coming around this here, so I could have been closer to the cones, because that was a big, like, turn to the left that I had to do there.
Fuck again, man.
And that didn't even matter. Me freaking out. This is my second to last run of the day, too. So, like, it's more about having, like, carrying your speed through everything and being able to steer through it. I find, you see, I turned in later there, and I feel like it worked out really well. And I feel like I'm braking too early. It looks like I am anyways. And then yeah, I'm kind of losing grip there. It looks like. So this lap actually was the one that got me the win this weekend. The way that our timing works in autocross is we have a pack score. I don't remember. I think it's like professional autocross or whatever. Like PAX is professional autocross timing systems. So depending on your car's class, it puts you it gives you a specific handicap. So my car was in the DS class, and there's like 20 or 30 classes. So depending on your modifications and everything like that, it'll put you into a different class, because obviously if somebody's racing an STI against my WRX, they're going to be in the faster car, so they're going to be in a higher class. So if they ran a 51 and I ran a 54, then our times would be similar. They would be basically the same. I don't know exactly what the handicaps are, but we'd run everything through the computer, and the times become different based on how many modifications you have. So if you're driving a Honda Civic, like let's say you're driving an EK Civic, just a DX, no mods, absolutely stock. And then you have somebody else who's done rims and tires. They've gutted it, racing seat, steering wheel, full suspension and stuff like that, those two cars are not going to drive the same, even if they do have the same power. So depending on all of your modifications, um, you'll be placed into a different class, and then that gives you specific handicaps. So the pack score is dependent on all of the drivers. Now, at this point in the day, I was in Group A, so Group B went after me, and I had the fastest raw time around the track, so just the fastest time before the PAX score, which I think it was a 54, and I don't remember what my PAX time was. I think it was like a 40 or something. Um, but this guy right here decided to beat me by point 0.2, I think it was, at the end of the day. Um, he's driving a 2017 GT86 with a TRD exhaust and very bad tires. So Jovi is he's the founder of Street Cats, and he's an absolute nut behind the wheel. Um, I really hope that him and I can have a close battle this coming weekend as well, because it is just it. I really like being able to compete in autocross. This year we only have 4 events. There's no money on the line. We're just doing it for fun, but I still like to think that I'm improving, so I'm competing against my own time, and I'd like to, and I want to be up there with the fastest drivers that are out here. I want to see how I can get faster, and hopefully be able to go to real track days, not just autocross, because this is a lot of fun. So yeah, we'll go through it one more time. So I think I had a good start. Now, the rev hang here on the WRX kills me. Like, I'd have to sit. I wonder if we can see it. No, my wheel's in the way. But it gets kind of like chunky here. Like the clutch kind of drops, which isn't really good. I mean, I want to be getting.
Fuck again, man.
I want to be rolling in second gear as quickly as possible here. So I think I came around that smoothly. Like, it's pretty much just how smooth you look, I think. So that's kind of the emphasis on. That's the greatest takeaway that we can get. Is how smooth you can be throughout the race. And that was really smooth. That was probably the fastest I got through there. I don't feel like it didn't sound like I got bogged down or anything. And then yeah, it takes a while for the turbo to spool, but I mean after it does, get that sweet goodness. Got a little Subi wave over here. And yeah. That was Jay in his Focus RS. He also did a very good job. Him and I in the morning were battling for the fastest raw time. But then what did he do? When he was braking at the end of his lap, some part of his like steering came apart. Like a bolt actually came out, so he actually had to miss one of our sessions, like one of our run throughs. And then I think over lunch he managed to fix it and then raced in the afternoon, and it was awesome. So yeah, carrying speed through and focusing on turbo lag. I'm gonna say stay smooth. Staying smooth is gonna be the fastest way, I believe. Now I don't know what the track's gonna look like. I would be taking track specific notes if I could, but I can't, because not even Jovi, who is actually running the event, knows what the track is going to look like. They pick a random one at the start of the day, and then we go make it. And yeah, that's just how it is. So I'm trying to think if I'm missing anything else here.
again,
I'm
man.
not sure if I should try running with my traction control off. And I'm wondering if taking like a wider line around
Fuck
that would be
again,
better. Because like you take a wider line, you can go faster and it keeps me a little bit higher on the turbo. I might try that on sweepers, going like a little bit, like entering a little bit wide so I can hopefully carry a little more speed through. So I'm gonna try that for a few runs. Can't spell today. That's gonna make sense to me, even if it doesn't make sense to anybody else. Important. Don't hit any cones. Not hitting any cones is important. Off the start, like, I've never learned how to launch my car, and I don't want to...
Fuck again, man.
I don't want to destroy it. I'm actually leasing this car. Oh, my car. I don't have many modifications on it. I have the shift knob that you see there. It's actually from the Instagram page 86 Squad. I entered their giveaway to win a 2019 TRD 86. I didn't win, obviously. And then I was like, you know what? That should fit on the WRX because they're both Subarus. And sure enough, it does. And I really like the feeling of the shifter being a lot higher and closer to the steering wheel compared to the low one that it has. So, yeah. I feel like I took that one, like, I had a good exit there, but I feel like I didn't need to slow down as much. Maybe that's the play though. Yeah, that was smooth. It's just staying smooth is the way to go, and I think all-wheel drive lets you do that really easily. So I mean, I'm in the right car. It's not like I'm not. It's a lot more competitive than I was in the RSX anyways. So stay smooth. I'm gonna put 3 exclamation points after that because it is mondo important.
Yep.
I'm gonna write a note like try to be faster off the start. Do not clutch though. Like I think that's definitely like one spot where my car has an advantage against any two-wheel drive cars. So I want to be up in like, I'm obviously not going to be faster than the Focus RS, but I need to be faster than pretty much everybody else off the start, and that'll put me into a good spot. Now another thing, like
Fuck again, man.
the body roll on this car is like next to nothing, which I absolutely love. And I feel like I could have gone faster around there on the sweeper. Yeah, so try staying a little wider, can be closer to boost on sweepers. Don't hit any cones. I'm also gonna say try coming into sweepers faster. Yeah, I think coming into those sweepers faster, because I feel like I went a little slow into this one. Like, I don't know, I just feel like I slowed down a bit too much. It was more of a hairpin. actually, so maybe not. Maybe I took that one well, but and that was a good line that I took there. That was probably one of the things that made a difference. Because here, like, you want to stay really tight to the inside here, and then you can just go straight through. And that cone there, right? And then you can just basically, like, I didn't have to do a whole lot of steering. That was quick. So as little steering as possible, stay smooth. I want to think more about my line too. So this is one thing that I've kind of, I like doing it when I'm driving normally. Um, it helps me, obviously it helps me see where I'm going. Um, but yeah, I think this is what we're going to be doing. Times New Roman or bust. We stay Times New Roman here. Um, we'll zoom it in. We'll make it full screen. So on the tighter corners, like that first box corner, I'm going to focus on carrying speed through. So that's going to look like when I'm releasing the brake. So think about when to release the brake. Because, I mean, there's going to be a point where you need to brake, but then where you release it, that's going to be the more important part. And then stay smooth. Obviously, that one's pretty easy. And then I'm going to try going a little wider on the sweepers to be closer to boost. Don't hit any cones. Try to be faster off the start. That one, I don't know about that one. That one's kind of tentative to me. I don't want to, like, I don't want to hurt my car or anything. Um, like, I'm not going to, like, hard launch it, but I do want to get more speed there. And then coming into sweepers faster. Actually, here. On sweepers, try staying a little wider. Being closer to boost. Entering the turn faster. So I think these can kind of, like, if I take a wider line, I'm going to be able to stay a little bit faster. So, or that'll be my hope anyways. Like, it'll probably end up being the shorter line is going to win anyways. So I might take my first session, just drive it as I normally would, because we have 4 different sessions where we get like 4 runs each. It'll depend on how many people are there. So for the first one, I'll just go in, drive it normally. Second one, I'll try some things out. Yeah, okay, that's what we're gonna do. So strats. First session, feel the course out. Try some different things. Get used to it. Second session, try new things. So this is like IE. I don't know if that's how you write IE properly, but going into sweepers wider. Get used to it. Okay. Feel out breaking points and where to release brakes. Second session, try new things. Going into sweepers wider. Seeing how flexible I can be on braking points. Where's the bracket? Jeez. Third session. Third session I'm thinking will be similar to second. I'm gonna see like what I did on the faster runs here. Maybe, third session I'm gonna tighten up sloppiness. So that's gonna be like if I feel like I'm going slow around a corner, and throughout the day I watch my GoPro footage, and obviously I feel what I'm doing, so I want to figure out how. Um, so obviously throughout the day I watch my GoPro footage, and I want to figure out like where I was sloppy. Like for example, coming into that first box turn, um, wherever it is. So for example, coming into here, did I brake too early? Did I release the brakes too late?
Fuck again, man.
Did I hit a cone and scream at the marshalling post? And just looking closely at my lines and stuff like that. Tighten up sloppiness. Watch lines on GoPro. Tighten them up. Fourth session. Put it all together. Okay. This is exactly what I wanted to get out of this video. This is it. This is it. So I will be hopefully doing another video like this sooner rather than later, going over all this stuff from my race this weekend on Sunday. I'm probably going to have to watch over this video again. I mean, I'm going to be editing the video, so I'm obviously going to see it again. So yeah, here it is. Hopefully we can pull out another pack score win. If not, oh well. I want to try getting into doing stuff like this where I have strategies going in for whatever sessions and then just work through those throughout the day. And I feel like this is going to be a really good way to improve. So there's the first video. Hopefully it goes well.